Greg, and I am here for the match preview for Minnesota United versus Seattle Sounders, Saturday, April 2nd at Allianz Field with a kickoff time 7 p.m. Probably going to be 7:08. Of course, it was the international break where we had Dane St. Clair, Bongi, Curvin, Rosales, and Lude all go out to represent their get called up to represent their countries. Massive congratulations to Dane and Canada for making the World Cup. Last time they made it, 1986. So it's been and are automatically already qualified for the next one as well as being part of the host nation. Bongi was, I believe he did not play a part in their first game, but their second, which was against France, he started and played 60 between 60 and 70 minutes, I think. Curvin Arriaga, he played for Honduras. I believe he didn't play their last game due to yellow card accumulation, and Joseph Rosales got his first cap for Honduras, so a big congrats to him. And in their last game, and Robin Lude, I believe, was started all for Finland. So you have to kind of go back. For Minnesota, our previous game before the international break was a 1-0 home win, our first home win of the season over the San Jose Earthquakes. Briefly, I thought it was a good game. We created a bunch of chances. It was great seeing that. Great seeing Amaria score as well. For in front of a packed Allianz field that he really didn't get the chance to. Seattle, they are coming off a 1-1 draw away to Austin. I think that can tell you how good, we know how good Seattle is, but I thought Austin, I think they're really good this year based on look. I mean, their first two games they played arguably like the kind of the two worst teams, from last season. But like I said, we know exactly how good Seattle is under Brian Schmelzer. The quality players that they have, Stephen Fry in goal, Christian Roldan, Raul Diaz, who I believe did not go on international duty and was instead, I believe he was just getting back from injury. I believe it was same with Ladero. Of course, you have Nuhu. There's nothing. I don't think there's nothing that you can do. That guy is just honestly like a tank. And then they picked up Albert Rushnok, formerly of Real Salt Lake, on a free transfer. They signed him to a designated player contract. One thing also about this is that they have an important Champions League semifinal versus NYCFC 4 days after. They currently sit 11th in the West. It will definitely be an interesting game. See how they approach it. I know, I think Smelter will kind of, prioritize maybe definitely the Champions League, but it, also as far as, you want to get a good, it's better to get off to a a good start and pick up maximize points, kind of throughout the season, and not, have to, kind of buckle down at the near as it's ending for points to get into the playoffs. So that's really on Seattle. As far as injury news for Minnesota, Matt Nair, he is still out. Franco Fragapane and Onel Fisher are game day decisions. Dane St. Clair will be back in net where he belongs. I think, on this, on the form that he's been in, it's just he's fantastic. I really think, I think he'll really want to be pushing and, just to even, make the World Cup squad for Canada. Just wanted to touch on something. João Paulo, also player to kind of watch out for Seattle, said, quote, we need to take care of Reynoso first, and then the game can come to us. So basically, I mean, I think that's kind of what most teams' tactics are against Minnesota is, okay, you put a man to mark or closely mark or always have an eye on Reynoso, and if you do that, you can take care of the game. I think kind of previous seasons I was kind of a little up in the air as far as it seemed like at times like our really only attacking, creating chances was through Reynoso, but I think this season I feel a lot more comfortable with our options for creating chances. You have Bongi, the pace, his energy, his decision making. Still, he's still early in his career, and as far as decision making, but I think that'll come along as he gets more and more game time. Robin Lod, I think of how crucial he's become to the squad. Kind of came in and didn't really perform, but now is kind of really showing his worth. Amaria. I think there's been, there are a few games where it's been, I don't, with Amaria and how he's playing and, bringing, I think definitely, offers, something different to Unu. And that's definitely something, that's on my mind is, Heath and his ability and his, kind of stubbornness to, always, go with the 4-2-3-1 and, kind of, playing a one striker system where I think in preseason they tried sometimes they played with a 4-4-2 with, two striker system, but I believe I think they played that. I believe they played, Tani, the super draft pick we picked up, and Unu as kind of the strike partnership. But I think Unu, as if starting maybe, I think would be a good, kind of second striker. Likes to make those late runs into the box. But with that, I am going to get into my starting 11 for this game. In goal, I've already said it. It's Dane St. Clair. I mean, with what, the games and the confidence and, they're kind of, I think there were reports basically back, I believe it was our first season at Allianz Field, when Dane Dane was second to Manone, and Dane wasn't frustrated. At least at that point, he wasn't frustrated with not being, the first choice keeper because he knew Manone, but he was just learning so much, and I think, he's at the point of his career where I think, he really, really needs to play, and I definitely think, as far as between Dane and Tyler Miller, I think they're each good in their own ways, and it'll definitely be interesting to see how you know moving forward how it goes if we play Dane and maybe get rid of Miller. Um, of course, I went with Heath's traditional 4-2-3-1. At left back, I am going for Kamar Lawrence, recently acquired from Toronto, to replay for starting left back for Chase Gasper. Um, I think he's been a great player. Went over to Europe, played like one or two seasons. Played over at Anderlecht in Belgium under Vincent Kompany. So that's good. Good. Center back pairing of Bakai Dabasi and Michael Boxall. Boxall did not go and join New Zealand during this international break. I think due to the injuries that we currently have in our squad. But I think I believe it's in June when it's the Intercontinental Playoff where I believe they will play Costa Rica for a spot in the World Cup. And then right back, if Onel Fisher is good to go, if he's a good to go game day decision, you go with Onel Fisher, I think. If not, I would go with DJ Taylor, possibly Hassani Dotson, but that's really only with Arriaga, because I believe Arriaga was in Honduras. I think he was working to get his visa. So that's kind of where it goes. My midfield duo, I'm going Will Trapp, captain, leader. His experience is good. I think he's good on the ball. Like I said, leadership. Then next to him, that's definitely interesting. If do we go put Arriaga? That means you put Dotson at right back, or do you put Dotson in his natural midfield position, which is something that I think I kind of want to see. But as far as me personally, as much as I hate it, I would love to see Arriaga start with Trapp and Dotson at right back. I just like what I see from Arriaga. Kind of his long passes are really, really good. On the kind of the left midfielder, This one is also, if it's a game day decision, um, if he feels good, Franco Fragapane. But if not, give it to Bongi again. Start Bongi. Fan. I think they're both fantastic. Fantastic players, and Bongi early in his career, I think he has a lot of upside. Good player. So either one of those in the number 10 position, the central attacking midfielder. Of course, it's our number 10, Emmanuel Reynoso. It's definitely something very interesting. How our opponents really try to take Reynoso kind of out of the game, and kind of almost go in on Reynoso, which is I think to be expected. But I think most creative, talented player on the team. On the right, of course, it is Robin Lod. Um, you know, I think he's coming. At time with at clutch moments and goals. I think he I believe he scored the winner. Uh, Against Portland last season, and I think the next week he also scored the winner against Seattle. So that's something. And then up top, Luis Amaria. We brought him in. As far as this, it definitely sees. Oh, how does he work with Unu, and I think Unu's his minutes so far this season have been minimal. But and Unu's also the highest paid player on the team. So that is it. So my starting 11, Dane Sinclair in goal. Kamar, backline of Kamar, Lawrence, Bakai Dabasi, Michael Boxall. Either Onel Fisher if he's healthy, DJ Taylor, or Hassani Dotson. And midfield duo of Will Trapp and either Hassani Dotson or Kervin Arriaga. Left midfield, either Bongi or Franco Fragapane. The number 10 position, Emmanuel Reynoso. On the right, Robin Lod. And up top, the number 9, Luis Amaria. As far as a match prediction, this will definitely be a very, very tough game. I believe we played last season. We played them 3 times, and I believe each time the home team won and kept a clean sheet as well. But in all honesty, I think I say every video, I'd be happy with a draw, but a win would be better. A loss, I think we need to, as far as points at home, I think we need to maximize our points at home, and I think make Allianz, feel a fortress, kind of, like it is, and a very tough place to play. So that really is it for this match preview. Make sure to like the video, comment your predictions for the game, share the video, subscribe, and we will see you later. Come on, you loons.